You know him as Yoda from Clone Wars, Ultron from Next Avengers, Darwin's from the Wild Thornberries. We know him as Professor Utonium. Next to the stage, you know her as Tanya Mouskowitz in American Tail, Mary in Babes in Toyland, but we know her as the leader of the Powerpuff Girls, Cathy Cavadini. You know her from Fairly Odd Parents, Teen Titans, My Little Pony. We know her as Bubbles, the sensitive one, Tara Strong. You know her from The Voice, Babe 2, Pig in the City, and Tommy Pickles. We know her as Buttercup. Woo! She's the tough one. How you guys all doing? Aren't they so dang cute? And Tom?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The hottest looking chicks in show business. I am your hostess, Candy Milo. This is not an interactive panel. If you start asking things out of turn, I'm going to have to wave it. I'm going to have to surf the crowd.
We're going to have to kill you. Yes?
All right. So, I'm going to ask a few questions. Let's go down the line. Do you remember your original audition for the Powerpuff Girls? E.G., do you remember your audition?
I don't remember. No, maybe. It was a room, and the guy was like, looked like he was 17 years old, and we're like, who's this kid? And then we kind of got cast, and then they, like 7 years later, they decided to do the Powerpuff Girls, and we're like, remember that thing you auditioned for with that really young guy in the room? Now he was 7 years older, and it was the Powerpuff Girls was born. It was pretty cool.
I love that. And you know, does that kind of thing happen, Tara, where you audition, and then 37 years later, they make like the thing out of it, and they're like, you remember what you did? Do exactly that.
You know, it's very rare, but it does happen where you audition for something like, and a year later, or it's typically maybe a year.
Yeah,
Powerpuff was a long time.
Do you remember your audition? Do you remember coming up with
because I
that?
actually wasn't with you guys. I was a recast
that's
from
right.
the original pilot.
Interesting.
So, yeah, and so I do remember Craig, but I didn't think, like, who's that young guy? I'm like, that guy's cute. I remember thinking that.
I think he was like 17.
Yeah, but I was
Cradle
like
robber.
17.
Yeah.
You were a baby.
Yeah, and I just thought it was the cutest, like, the stories at first when I was looking at all the stuff, I was like, this is crazy cartoon acid trip. Like, it was like nuts, right? And then I saw the drawings of the girls, and it was so cute, and they let me improv and play around with it and just sort of make it my own, and it was so much fun, and I was so excited to book it.
That's amazing. How about you, Kath? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember we went to do you guys remember Hanna-Barbera? We went to that studio.
With the Flintstone
and, which
mobile.
was like exciting to get to go to Hanna-Barbera studio, and then they had the picture of the character, and I just remember, like, I thought, oh my God, I totally know this girl, and I thought it was so cool because she kicked butt, you know, and girls at that time we were doing princess roles, and you know, really sweet little roles, and we got to kick butt, you know, so it was really a lot of fun. But you know, Craig really looked like he was like 12. I mean, I was like, who is this
He's
guy?
going to be really happy to hear that.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, and he was really shy and quiet, and you know, he would like whisper to the director in the booth, and we'd be like, what's he saying? You know?
I love it.
So it was fun.
Great. How about you, Tom, as the professor of these three gals?
I do remember. I had no idea what Powerpuff Girls was. Hadn't heard of it, and I show up, and they've got something like you know, like they'd done 10 years before, and the professor is basically a blend of me and a guy named Gary Owens, and I actually asked Gary. I said, I kind of stole your voice for something. Is it okay? And he said, well, let me hear it.
Well, thank you, Tom. And just so you all know, Craig McCracken is the creator of the Powerpuff Girls, and he also created Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Wander Over Yonder, and he was the storyboard artist on Dexter's Lab. All right, so my next question to you gals and Guy, you are the mistresses and masters of hundreds of voices. Please give us your best voice on the Powerpuff Girls, and then your favorite alternate voice of a character that you did on the Powerpuff Girls. And it's not a quiz, so if you can't remember any other like secondary character you played, do another character that you love. But can we hear your voices, please?
Voices from the Powerpuff Girls?
You're a Powerpuff Girl.
Well, I don't know you guys want to hear, like, listen, Mojo Jojo, I'm going to whoop your hiney.
And what's another favorite one of your voices? Did you do another character on the show? And if not?
Not so much.
Small incident.
And I can do Tommy Pickles, and Tommy Pickles in the house.
And she's cute to boot. Miss T, Miss Tara, Miss T-Bomb. Your voice from Powerpuff Girls, and then your favorite alternate voice.
Just as tough as blossoming buttercup, I'm hardcore. And you know why? Because love, 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 love makes the world go round. Love, 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 love makes the world go round.
No way, we have to do that on my snap. Hold on.
Hold on, we're gonna snap it.
Hold, please.
But get the dang right key this time.
Hold on, hold, please. You guys can get it again, okay? Ready?
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Love, 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 love makes the world go round. Love, 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 love makes the world go round. Yeah!
For some reason, I never got invited to do that.
Join in anytime, Professor.
I love it. All right, and Tara, alternate or should we?
Well, which other voices of mine do you guys like?
Come on.
Come on.
I hear a lot of
Raven.
Raven, give us a.
Zintos.
And a lot of people like Timmy Turner from the Fairy Odd
I love
And you know, a few people tend to like Holly. Any Mr. J's out there? Hiya, Puddins.
And I don't know, there's this little show right now with a pony.
My Little Pony.
No,
Do you have a favorite little
Today, I had so much fun with Stan and Candy and E.G. and Cathy and Tom and all you guys. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
I know you guys want to give her a hug, right?
I'm going to. Oh, love it.
All right, how about you, Kath? Can we hear a little of a buttercup?
Blossom?
A blossom, my favorite part.
Blossom!
Right here, the buttercup.
So fast, Mojo Jojo! We're gonna kick your monkey butt!
And a favorite alternate character?
On that show or
Whatever
just
you want.
any show? Well, I played Toodles' mom on the new Tom and Jerry show.
Oh, aren't they just adorable? Oh, Sid, look at those kittens.
I love it. Tom and Jerry, Miss Cat Cavadini. All right, Tom, your voice, please.
Well, on the Powerpuff Girls,
Oh, hello, Powerpuff Girls. Why don't you come in here so I can kill you?
you know,
That's the creepiest guy I've ever known.
And also on the series, I was a talking dog. Hey, Powerpuff Girls, can I come over and hang with you guys for a while?
I love it. All right, let's move on. If you, E.G., if your character could have any other superpower, what would it be?
Rescuing animals all over the world.
Love it.
Or making people feel better. Healing powers.
Yes. All right, now, Miss Tara, who is your character's secret crush? Oh, what happened there? Everybody got quiet. Who's your?
She just said if I didn't say her, she'd keep me dead. My big crush is you.
She likes me.
Dexter.
I love it.
I would think that you would like me, but maybe that's just me.
All right, let me ask you, Kath, what is the funniest thing that ever happened in the booth besides someone farting? Go.
Well, we all were pregnant at some course during the show.
They're all mommy.
And we brought our kids to nurse, but E.G. actually nursed her child in the booth.
Yes. My boob was out.
You know, we'd be recording and then we hear this, you know, yeah, you know, be like, oh, okay, we're gonna redo that one.
Yeah. And I'd say, in a minute, excuse me.
So, you know, we'd be like doing our line and then, you know.
Hold for the boob.
So,
Hold for the boob. Whip it out, E.G. Hold for the boobies.
All right, here we go. For you, Tom, when this began, and you first started recording, could you ever dream of this kind of popularity for this kind of a show, basically starring 3 female superheroes?
No, I mean originally I was thinking it wasn't going to go past the first season because it was such a new concept.
Yeah.
And of course, because it takes back then about 9 months before you get an episode. So when you're just reading the script and seeing a storyboard, you don't get it until you actually see the finished product. And then once that came out, I was like, damn, this is cool. But it really was a new thing. The idea of, like she said, girls kicking butt.
Yeah.
You kind of take that for granted now to some degree, especially in our world. But that was a new idea in 1994 or whatever.
Yeah, that's so, thank you for that. That's so great. So girls, think about this for a minute. What would you like the audience to know about, I would say, the joys that you have, and Tom as well, please forgive me, about your life in cartoons? What would you like them to know? What has it been like for you to spend your life in cartoons, in animation? Or not your life, your career, a good chunk of it.
Well, you guys, can you imagine going to work and getting to just do goofy voices for a living?
Right.
And then when they're not recording and we're just talking together, we get to say all kinds of naughty things and crack each other up. That's my favorite part.
I love that.
It's a pretty incredible job, guys. And like they said, I got to have my babies right at work and have them right outside the booth, so I never had to leave them. And to me, it's like you get to have your life and you get to raise your children, you get to have your good friends all around you all the time. It's a pretty incredible job.
And this is spoken by E.G., who has a very broad career in film and television and recording. It is a pretty magical place. It's a great, and Tara, what about you? What do you think about your life?
I love her face.
Tara.
She's a big star.
She is.
Obviously, I echo so much of what you said because when you're doing something on camera, it's obvious to the audience and you as the actor mostly what you're going through.
Right.
And as the voiceover actor, you need to know what's happening and portray that with your inner spirit.
Yes.
It's not just having a funny voice. Like a lot of people say, oh, I really want to get into voiceover. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not about having a weird sound. So all of us have a really strong acting background. And when you're doing something on camera, it's like a lot of times about how it all looks and there's hours of lighting and makeup and we just roll in our PJs. Of course,
or your underwear.
That's the day that they forget to tell you Access Hollywood is filming behind the scenes. But we have so much fun and we get to improv and be a million different people that we would never get to play on camera. So it's like this amazing world and we get to touch so many fans. Like when we meet fans and say, Raven got me through depression, listening to the Powerpuff Girls helped me get through my parents' divorce, whatever it is, we're like so grateful for you guys and for the internet for like connecting everyone, and we feel really proud to be part of this entire community.
And I want you all to know that I've known Tara since she was very, very young, and in Canada she was
He never ages.
She was a huge star in Canada who came down to make an even bigger fortune and impact on all children and families' lives, all people's lives, here doing cartoons. And I think you're amazing. I've known her since she was very little. Now, Kath, what about you? What's the one thing you would like everybody to know about your life in cartoons?
Well, I kind of have to echo what they're saying. It's a magical. I mean, it's lovely. The hard part is auditioning and trying to get the job. But when we get the job, it's like butter.
Yeah.
It's just so fun. And I end up seeing like Candy or Tara or
we're a family
at the job. And so. I usually always know somebody,
right?
And so it's great, It's like we get to play for a living. We're not curing cancer, but we do, I love, and the great thing about now, we do get to interact with our fans more than ever, and people know who we are. Whereas when I first started, like 100 years ago, they didn't know who we were. So we were very in the background, and and it's great, getting a letter from somebody saying how much that watching an episode maybe help them get through a depressive time or something, or even just a little note to somebody, and I try, and I know you guys do a lot on Twitter and stuff, but I try to Twitter back and
so
just
great.
something, so that we have a little connection and it's fun.
Oh
you know?
yeah, guys,
great.
make sure you pull out your phones and follow us, all of us. Instagram.
We're getting
Real
to
EG
that.
Daily. Oh, we're gonna get to
I
that.
promise you.
I'm on top of it.
Tom, you have a large family. You're a family man.
Yes.
And you are part of this family.
Well, that's-
what has your life in animation meant to you? Your breadth is phenomenal in what you do.
The thing that I enjoy is that I can go years at a time without seeing somebody, but because we worked together for 10 years on a series, it just picks up where we left off. It's like, hi, how you doing? It's like we saw each other a week ago.
Right.
And on a personal note, as she said, some of you may know that I've got a baseball team of children, and that just wouldn't have been possible without being a successful voiceover person, because there's not many industries where you can't do on camera work. You can't do 3 different things at the same time.
Right.
But you can do that in animation, and in my case, I took what would have been my retirement account and we adopted a bunch of kids. So.
Bravo! Yeah, he has a beautiful family.
Can I
Thank
just
you,
give
Tom.
one little side note?
Yes.
If the engineer ever decides to release the extra stuff we were doing behind the scenes,
You'll make a lot of
and
money.
we're fired,
And it is
Please
recorded.
don't say that.
and
Please
he will
don't.
make a lot of money. I'm just saying.
All right, now I'm going to go down the line to kind of wrap this up. I would like to ask everybody what their Twitter handle is and what they're working on now. And I'm going to start with the effervescent and beautiful E.G. Daily.
Hi guys. So yes, first of all, come to our tables and see us.
Yay!
And then when we take a picture, tag us. I'm at Real EG Daily. How many are you? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 500, 700. 700 new people today at Real EG Daily. Tag us. Say hello.
Say hello. All
And
right.
Twitter, same thing.
What
Real
you
EG
working
Daily.
on? Are you anything you're...
Well, guys, I do Curious George. I do Steve on Curious George, and I do a lot of movies too. So I'm in the Rob Zombie movies like 31. I'm Dottie from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yes.
Dottie. Pee-wee, can we go to the drive-in? So come say hi.
I love it. How about you, Miss Terry, your handle? And then what
At
you working on, girl?
Tara Strong.
At Tara Strong.
Follow me, not her. Me.
And on my Twitter, there's always opportunities to win free autographs and charity events. We've all
awesome.
raised a lot of money for Puerto Rico.
Yes. Adopt a
And-
family, everyone.
Yes, and kids with cancer all the time, and a lot of animal rescue
lot of
stuff.
A lot of animal stuff.
Yeah, we just did an animal rescue event, and one of the fans won. You were there.
Yes, I was there.
To be at our table. It was so nice.
So nice.
So yeah. And show-wise, I'm doing a new show that's super exciting, and y'all are gonna lose your minds, and I can't tell you what it is.
I hate that.
Makes me mad.
And I'm
Why
also,
are you saying it?
Because it makes people crazy.
And Raven, I'm still doing Teen Titans.
Awesome.
I work on Rick and Morty. You guys like that show?
Yeah,
So much fun. And,
I love that. I love it. You're
Ben
always
10. I mean, I work all the time.
I know, every day.
But I really do miss Tom. Yeah, we moved away. We do all see each other. We really
Yes.
are all friends.
We really are all
Yeah.
friends. Miss Cat, could you what's your Twitter handle? Maybe we'll get you on there.
At Cat Cavadini, at Cat Cavadini.
At Cat Cavadini.
And it's only because of these two getting me kind of, up to date with the internet and all that stuff. So, and I have CatherineCavadini.com, my,
Great.
website. I'm working on...
She teaches a lot of classes.
Yes.
So if you're
Oh,
a
I do
hopeful,
teach.
go
I
onto her
teach.
website.
Yes.
You can work
Yeah.
with her.
I teach up and coming. That's one of the things I thought about, as I'm getting older, I love mentoring young actors who want to get in the business. So anyway,
brilliant.
look that up. I'm working on right now. I'm recurring on the Stinky and Dirty Show. Does anybody know that show from Netflix? It's a little
My
kids show.
favorite title.
It's actually a kids show. It sounds
I love it.
a little different, but anyway, I play Moby D, and Tom Kenny's on that show too.
I love it.
And then I just did a Disney Pixar little film that I cannot talk about, and a little thing on that. And you and I just did a Sophia the First episode where we sang as little sea serpents, and so I'm always busy. And
I love that. No, I'm putting it on this side.
okay, cool.
So before we're going to wrap it up. We've got less than a minute. Tom, go.
Well, most of my work on a day-to-day basis has always been not cartoons. It's mostly movie trailers and
Yes.
commercials. So that's still mostly what I do every day. In
Yes.
the character world, I've been working on a little sci-fi flick that's coming out in December.
Woo!
Episode something. But just more of the same, but
love it.
not as
And
much
you are-
cartoon work as I'd like, of course.
Well, but you know, you're all busy.
Yeah.
You're all wonderful people. I just wanted to say to all of you, thanks for coming out and supporting this wonderful cast. This is the cast, this is the OG cast of the Powerpuff Girls. Please give it up.
Thank you.
We love you
Take it up.
guys.
E.G. Daily, Tara Strong, Kat Cavadini, Tom Kane. Thank you all very much.
And Candy Mo!